Yeah. This is what?
This place is called Kolabagan by the students.
It's called Kolabagan by the students. Look what Bagan it is. Bagan means garden by all means if you don't know. And this is a great Bagan, as they call it, Kola Bagan, Jadavpur University students. You have various kinds of bottles, and you all know what these bottles are. I wish I could go down and pick some up to show you. In fact, just couple of days back, I got to hear from some of the sources that UGC officials are planning to come down. Titash, you can also elucidate over there. UGC officials were planning to come down here, and some of the students and insiders told us as how there was so much of an activity to clear the university campus, and you now understand how the clearing activity had taken place. Picked up from one corner, dumped in another corner.
Yeah, so basically what the situation here is like, after fests and situations like that, there's a deep cleaning that happens of the OIT or the places where the activities take place. Either the bottles are sold or B, they are dumped somewhere in the university and the bottles are kind of burned, or at least an attempt to burn them is taken. But these bottles are not really the ones that the university has collected and dumped here. These bottles are the ones which I wouldn't call them students. I would say the people who sit here, most of them are not students. I can, say that. So there are outsiders.
Talented people, very talented people.
Yeah,
Very talented
so
people.
the outsiders who come into Jadavpur University, and there's this widely, known reputation of Jadavpur University that ekhane nesha hoy. So this is.
I wouldn't be judgmental and I wouldn't be making such statements, because there are several other students who belong to the same Jadavpur University who come here with the clear vision to pursue their dream and make education the only driving force. Mind you, you're talking about Jadavpur University, one of the most reputed universities in the country.
We never frequented these places. We never came to these places because these places were always occupied by people who perhaps were coming from outside. Jake amra bolchi bohiragoto. So as students also, we never usually came to these places.
And honestly speaking, it's very important to show. I'll ask my video journalist Ronnie Shatra to show. This is a fence. Ronnie, please focus on this. This is an iron fence. Now this fence, and thereafter there is another boundary, a concrete boundary, which in a way separates Jadavpur University campus from rest of the city. So this is Jadavpur University campus, and inside Jadavpur University campus, this is the very side. We show you, these are all bottles. There are several kinds of bottles, different color bottles, and they are all lying there because somebody has cared to dump it here. Now please understand, I'll ask my video journalist to come this side. Show that boundary. Show that boundary. Now, as you see that boundary, do you see that boundary? Now, from there, somebody cannot really fly like a superhero with bottles in the hand and then come here to dump them. Somebody cannot really fly and come down here to drop these bottles, which means people who are very much have an access to Jadavpur University, they possibly have done it. You know, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is outrightly disgusting. This is disgusting that inside an educational campus, something of this sort is been happening. And the brazenness with which they do it. This entire area is a dump yard, and I was talking to Titash, who is also a Jadavpur University alumna. She was saying that this is not the only corner. In fact, there are many other places, and we will try and find out all those corners. But then, Titash, I just want to ask you something. Today you are a journalist. But then a year back you were there here in the same university. In fact, this was your department, the mass comm department. Does it feel bad that as a journalist, one of your major assignment and the first assignment that you have to do is a story on Jadavpur University, and that too of such a kind where the university reputation is definitely at stake,
Truly, definitely. Like I was saying, like these places, like we used to frequent, like this is my department. So as you can see, like these places and everything, we used to sit and have a chat after the classes were over. And the whole conception, the whole idea that Jadavpur University students are the ones who are doing this, it's not entirely true, Tamalda, because like I said, even as students, we never went into those corners because we knew that those corners were occupied by people who were coming from outside, or perhaps students who were students at one time. हमने जाते के बोले थे कि super seniors who used to come in with their, you know, ammunition.
Who have no business to be
exactly.
here.
So
who have no business to be here.
Who used to come in with their ammunition and sit there.
And why is it so, I'm so sorry to interrupt you, Titash, why is it so easy for someone to come here to in a way pursue such nefarious activities? I'll ask my VJ Ronnie to just pan the camera 360 degree and show there is not a single CCTV camera. Not a single CCTV camera. Now, as you look up to all these poles, there are not a single CCTV camera, okay? Now, there lies the larger problem. How is this allowed? And this is not one incident. Swapnadeep's death, I beg your pardon, Swapnadeep's death is extremely unfortunate. We all regret that a young life is gone. And I'm not saying that a young life has gone because of those bottles. I'm saying that a wrong is a wrong, and if one wrong doesn't get corrected, it means several other wrongs are actually happening without any checks and balances.
So, like you said, like the bottles are lying here and everything. You know, most of the times, like the super seniors, like we say, the students also don't really engage with them. They think that they have a liberty in spite of, you know, kind of graduating out of the institution. They can walk in whenever they feel like. They can harass the students who are current students and tell them, okay, fine, listen, you're not the student. I used to be a student in this department. So I have a right over this department, possibly more than you do. So these are kind of narratives that even we had to face.
But university authorities, they didn't do anything.
So in addition, what happens is, if you ever come to this place in the evening, you will see that people have parked their cars here, and they are, you know, kind of drinking inside their car and things like that.
By the way, they call it Karo Bar. Karo Bar. Fantastic Karo Bar that they do.
So even when the university authorities or the guards that they come in, the guards are usually threatened by these students and said, "Je tumi ki jano, ami ekhane eto bochor porechi," and things like that. Moreover, when the students, like, I remember during when I was a student here, we had complained to the authorities because our department is right here, and what happened is, you know, these people used to use the washrooms that were there next to our classroom, and they used to leave the washrooms in a mess. There were bottles, there were other, you know, other things which possibly I shouldn't be talking here on camera. But so when we complained to the authorities said, yeah, we will take a step, we will make sure your washrooms are clean, we will make sure.
Oh, by the way, wow, very good. If that was near to a drain, look at this. Right on the main road. Look, I'm just giving you a 360 degree angle. If I rotate myself like this, then you have the mass comm department right behind me, which means the students actually come there for studies. And this bottle I found here. Wow.
So as students
Wow.
of the mass comm department, we had complained to the authorities that, sir, there are so many bottles here.
Okay, come
It's
here.
unhygienic.
Yeah, come here. There are more bottles. Let's show the
And,
reality. The reality has not been shown for way too long. And in fact, we are all responsible. We all responsible because at times when they did Hok Kolorob, you all thought, wow, it's Hok Kolorob. There is student power. Now here you have a different picture of student power. You see a name, the 5,000 watt student power, which is lying in form of a bottle inside the university campus, and you say that I should not be angry. It's a 5,000 watt student power. This is pathetic. Oh wow, look here. Fantastic display of art and talent and education and student power, Hok Kolorob. Okay, I'm literally disgusted. And
But then, Tawanda, there's one thing that I'd like to add, which is if the authorities say that they were not aware of this, or if the authorities say that they have always, kind of condemned these activities, the authorities would be lying. Because as students, we complain to the authorities. As students of the mass comm department, we complain to the authorities that, sir, we study here, our classroom is on the ground floor, so it is very difficult for us if we are coming into, in such a situation. So we had submitted a letter to the authorities, we had mailed to the VC, but we never got a reply. Even when we went to talk to the VC in person, a band of us went to talk to the VC in person. We were said, VC sir, tiffin khachen, ekhon kotha bolte parben na. So our complaints weren't entertained. So if the authority at the moment, kind of says that they were not aware of this situation, it would be a blatant lie.
well, authorities will be asked question, because I say enough is enough. I say that the truth has not been spoken about for way too long. And in the name of students' rights, we have all cumulatively allowed such activities to mushroom inside the university campus. Such green, and there are things that I also saw made of rubber. I really don't want to elaborate anymore. And they're all there. You really need guts that you first drink inside the university campus. Okay, see, you first drink inside the university campus, you break those bottles, and then leave them as a mark of your bravado, fake bravado. And if I am angry today, very humbly I would say, it is because we all care for Jadavpur University. To begin with, come and clean this. Come and clean the mess that you have created, university authorities. If you have guts, if you have courage, and if you have a heart, come and clean this. And also, the students who have so far used intellectual liberty, their freedom, their right to expression as reasons not to allow CCTV cameras inside the university campus, I ask you, if you want to be the CCTV of the society, you have to allow the society to be the CCTV of yours. Our life is gone. Our life is gone. Swapnadeep deserved a life. His family deserved happiness. And the pain that they are going through, it is because of all this. The apathy, the negligence, the indifference, I don't care attitude. All of that has contributed to Swapnadeep's death, and we will not accept it. Cooperative students who have left so much things around to make it easy for us. Johnny, yes papa. Look here, Johnny, yes papa. Eating sugar, no papa. Telling lies, no papa. Open your mouth, ha ha ha. Johnny, yes papa. Come Johnny. They have left so much of love for the university. We are just trying to document each and all. See?
They look like relatively new bottles.
Yeah, I'm sure they are all relatively new bottles, because who cares? Who cares about the rule. Are there stuff? Huh? There's a lot? Okay. Let me try if I can get up. I have to just clear my pocket first. Let me just see. Let's keep them here. What's there?
You will find it here. It's true over here.
Ronnie, can you just pass me that phone? Just that one. Just one. Just one. Give me that. Up. Okay.
You can eat your fish. If you want, you can step on
No,
the
that's
seat.
okay. Okay, so what I get to see from here, you will see from a different angle as I record it on this phone, okay? And here's what we see. The great open air theatre, and we are being told that people come here for all sorts of work. Titash, can you just come this side please, beta? See? Now, this is an open air theatre where what you find in display are such bottles, and first of all these things are closed. I don't know how come these people have come inside, and they're now simply going away seeing the camera. So nice. They're all students, I guess. They have a bag on their back. Yep. So that's what we see here at the open air theatre. We just showed you as how people have free access to this otherwise closed open air theatre. We want to show you how closed it is, and yet people simply climb up, climb down, do whatever they want to do inside, all in the name of right to liberty. Right to liberty allows them to breach such closed gates. All these university students have so far maintained that they have the intellectual liberty which is sacrosanct, and no one can intrude over there, and a CCTV camera would only mean intrusion into their freedom and to have an attempt of having a vigilance on Jadavpur University students. Well, that's what you call freedom? To come inside the university campus and drink? Why won't there be a CCTV camera? I have the guts to stand inside your university campus. If you can do something, come and do it to me right now. I'm standing here. But I ask you, if you have the liberty to question the authority, question people, question every wrong that happens, and you definitely should. Definitely should. That's what the youth power is meant to. Ask questions. Hold people accountable. I'm only very humbly asking, should you also be equally accountable to the people outside the university campus? If you are not being party to a wrong, and if you had known the wrong been happening, yet couldn't control it, couldn't condemn it, couldn't object to it, couldn't raise your voice against it, then you are equally party to it.
The one question that I'd like to ask the authorities is, why did you wait so long? It's not like you didn't have complaints. It's not like you were not aware of the situation. You only clean this area, or you attempt to whitewash the wrong a day before the convocation, which is in December. This is a yearly ritual for you.
I challenge you. You will not be able to silence me. I will ask you a question, because I'm asking you the question that is true. Jadavpur University is not above law. Don't try and defend the indefensible. At the moment, from Jadavpur University campus, along with my colleague Titash and my video journalist Ronnie Shatra, this is Tamal Shaha for News the Truth NTT. Questions will be asked.